These things, they're called hypnic jerks, and hypnic jerks, they can be mental stimulation, so feeling like you've just been shot with a shot of adrenaline. They can be jolt of the arm, jolt of the legs. It can be literally like you've just fallen off a cliff and hit the bottom. But what's important to understand about them is actually they are a normal part of sleep. So if you were to take a good sleeper, analyze them in a sleep lab, you will find that they will be experiencing hypnic jerks just as they transition from wakefulness to sleep. It's just that good sleepers, they just don't ever remember them happening, and they're not enough to make them alert enough to wake them up completely. And that's because they don't have this obsession, this desire, this control around sleep. So people with insomnia, because they're so desperate for sleep, because they want sleep so much, the brain is on the lookout for sleep. And so just as you're about to drift off to sleep, as you move from wakefulness to that lighter stage of sleep, it's sort of like the brain going, aha, we've made it, we've done it. And it's that alertness that then suddenly makes you awake. So really, how to tackle them is to first of all normalize them as a normal, natural part of sleep. There's nothing wrong with you, they're completely normal. That's incredibly helpful. It's also incredibly helpful to just, welcome them and see, because they're a natural, normal part of sleep, they're actually a really good thing that you want. So they're just the arrival of sleep coming. So if you're not trying to fight them, if you're not trying to get away from them, if you're just trying to welcome them as best you can, that's incredibly helpful. So a great analogy here is of an airplane coming into landing. So when an airplane's coming into landing, it experiences a little bit of turbulence before it touches down. But if that airplane was to abort its landing just because it's getting that turbulence, it's never going to put its wheels on the ground. So just understanding it just as a little bit of turbulence just as you're drifting off to sleep is incredibly helpful. What's also incredibly helpful is to improve the quality of your sleep. So hypnic jerks, they fall under the category of a parasomnia. And parasomnias are things like sleep eating, sleep talking, sleep walking. And what science has shown is that if you can improve our sleep quality, the prevalence of parasomnias will massively reduce as well. So in terms of improving sleep quality, getting up at the same time every single day, only going to bed when you're sleepy, spending less time in bed, incredibly helpful. And also having a look at all the other videos that I've got on this channel just to help reduce the anxiety, the stress, the worry around sleep, so you're less hyper focused and aware of it. So loads of videos about hyperarousal on this channel, do check them out.